Magic to all of you will have slightly different meanings. Some of you will attribute magic to the idea of a magic trick, or a magic spell, or someone who is performing magic. But we refer to magic as something quite different. Magic is the harmonic connective thread of the universe. You are in magic when you are in the harmonic connective thread of the universe. So we will give you a couple of grounded examples of that. You meet somebody you've perhaps never met before, you've only met them once or twice, and all of a sudden there is this incredible synchronous flow of energy, understanding, love, connection between the two of you. Some of you describe this as, I think I just met someone I've known in a past life. Some of you describe this as, wow, that was an incredible connection I just had. We would call it, you were in the flow of magic together, and you were both able to hold and be in that thread. Magic is every day. Magic is every day. You don't always let yourself feel it, but magic is every day. Magic is always looking to harmonize. So what we mean by harmonize is rebalance the energy of your world, your day, your relationships. So for example, you are having a very rough day, and somebody helps you at some point that day in a way that deeply touches you and makes you cry, opens your heart. And you think you are crying because you were having such a rough day, and then along came this angel who repaired your bad day. It was not the story of your bad day they were repairing. It was the disconnection you were feeling that then turned into connection. The reason you cried is your heart felt harmonic, connective energy again. It is the same for those of you who create magically. Those of you who are a wonder in the kitchen. Everyone loves eating your food because you are capable of creating alchemical magic. You open yourself to the harmonic connective thread of the universe when you are cooking. You open up as a being, as a vessel. You also get intuitive in what you are doing, and you are able to create love and magic in a bowl or on a plate for those who eat it. The same is true of what you would call the creative arts. When you commune with magical energy and you are able to create something that holds magical energy on the planet, it is extraordinary to you. It is like giving birth. Now, of course, you can't directly compare that with giving birth to a baby, and some would get very annoyed if we tried to, but we will tell you the energy is not too far apart. The energy, not the circumstance. The circumstance of birthing a child leads to a vast set of circumstances that will be ongoing. The circumstances of birthing a piece of creativity, depending on how that creativity goes out into the world or not, or how much you engage with that piece of creativity in the days, weeks and months ongoing, that might be a little more momentary, but the energy is the same. The energy is the same, it's just turned up a little more when you give birth to a child because of the future trajectory that that child's life is going to bring to yours and change your life with. So, magic is as simple as the harmonic connective thread. And yet, how many of you are allowed to live in harmonic connection all day long, all year long, all month long? And some of you will say, oh yes, I'm not so good at sustaining it. And we would say, nobody is. Ha! So there is nothing wrong with that. Magic is not necessarily the only food group you need to be in on a daily basis. It should be a part of your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be the dominant energy, although a bit like a drug that you can get addicted to, or something that lifts you up, that gives you a high, magic can become seductive. And yet the truth of the rising of magic in your personal life is it is supposed to give you peaks. It is supposed to give you peak experiences, peak feelings, peak moments, and it is supposed to be an energy that you harness to build on your world with. So for example, you tap into your magic to be the architect of an incredible building that the town is going to be affected by for the next 100, 200 years. You wonder why in the months that you were drawing up the plans for that building and being in the energy of it, you were so obsessed. The people who know and love you, they say, well, we've seen her draw up architect plans for things before, but my goodness, this has got hold of her. Yes, because it is going to have a very harmonizing effect on the people it affects for a long time to come. So, magic is delicious because it expands your awareness. When you are in magical energy, you are in a harmonic connective thread that feels true to you. It gets an electricity going in your life force that is undeniable. Why do you think so many creatives like to call themselves creative addicts or obsessives? Some of them are, but actually some of them are being too hard on themselves. Why wouldn't you want to return to magical creative energy if that is where you find your greatest harmony and connection, and you are able to offer what you create to others, thus creating a ripple effect on the planet, not just of creativity, but in fact of magical energy. Music is magic. It is one of the magical forces on your planet. Music is its own realm. It can create and change dimensions. And there are many, many different things on the planet that can hold this same frequency. For those of you who resonate with channeling, channeling is magic. And guess what? It all leads you back to your magic. And that's what you're looking for.